Trey, you missed a really fun conversation just now. Trey left the room and
I was getting a basic because we're filming at night. Fun pod.
late night pod.
Usually we're in the middle of a Monday. I'm trying to be a good business guy. Basic. Cheers.
Dude, we should call this a slumber potty. What do you think of that?
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Derek laughed.
Spin-off
I think
pod
Katie liked
idea.
it.
Spin-off pod.
Yeah, slumber
You
party.
have to live with us.
I mean, you act like it's like funny. It's like we lived on a bus together for like months.
I was Trey's
years.
companion pass for 3 years.
Yeah, it's like not that
That felt
far
pretty
off.
serious.
Okay, what I missed though. Tell me that story, and then maybe we can move the baby-sized bottle that I can barely see Derek because it's so big. Is that your wife's?
You know, they make bigger ones.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Trey's
Good
talking
for
about
them.
a very normal-sized Owala right now.
I guess it's become normal size. They're all, what do we rock?
This is the
40,
medium.
32?
I don't know ounce-wise, but I know this one fits in the cup holder, and so I like it. My wife would prefer it to be the size of a small silo. That's her perfect water bottle.
It's unbelievable.
I'm like, it's so uncomfortable. It's just like sliding around in your car. What if the lid pops off?
Oh, a metal water bottle rolling around in the car drives me insane.
Rachel prefers it.
Okay, now
Okay.
I'm sure everyone's really, really curious. What I missed?
Well, the story's so good, so I'm glad we built it up.
Yeah.
Katie and Derek were talking babies, and like, Derek's, when's your due date? Oh, that's right around late September. That's right around when Eva was born. Derek's like, this is kind of interesting, but I feel like so many of my friends like are having babies around late September. What is with that? And Katie had to break the news to Derek and me because I was just here, just listening. She goes, "That's New Year's Eve, baby."
Mm-hmm.
New Year's Eve. New Year's the first
New
week
beginnings.
the first week of January.
Makes sense.
I mean, I have a niece that's due, I think, on the 26th.
Okay.
Wow, Derek's
So,
the 27th.
And to be clear for the
Maybe,
people out there, you're not saying that like it's like clock strikes midnight and passion overwhelms you and you impregnate.
Oh, I
It's
thought
like
it was.
It's like
No,
that
no,
first week.
no. Oh, no. We fell asleep and you eat pizza. But it's kind of the new, I think a lot of people go, you know what, let's get to the end of the year, then we'll get our family going. That's,
You think so?
yeah, 100%. Oh, that's not what you're saying?
I mean, yeah, I think that's what happens for some people, but I think I think it's a combo of.
I think it's the first night Beck and I went out in a while, so I'm
Oh,
going with that one.
Oh, late night pod.
See, yeah,
Yeah, it was
Dirty dog.
Derek's first glass of wine in 2.5 years.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he got
I
a
think
kid
it-
out of it.
I think it's a
I
combo
did
of
just-
planners and accidental.
We
Yeah.
did just have dinner as a family, and we're shooting this Christmas movie right now.
Yeah.
So we're kind of chatting about it, and Thomas hears Christmas, my 2-year-old, and I go, I'm just trying to like communicate. It's like it's not Christmas now, but I'm just saying, I like Christmas. Do you like Christmas? Yeah. You remember Christmas? Yeah. I was like, your sister Eva, she hasn't experienced Christmas yet. She's gonna get to do her first Christmas.
I was like, she was alive for Christmas.
She was born in September. I mean, what planet am I on?
Now Thomas is confused. He's like, I swear she was here.
She's like, what?
It's like, maybe Christmas isn't what I thought. I don't know.
Yeah, what is
That's
Christmas?
brutal. We got a great episode for y'all once again. Like, subscribe, give us 5 stars. Join our Patreon. It's growing. Thank you for the support. We break down a lot of behind the scenes stuff and just give you all the dirty deeds we wouldn't say in public.
Yep.
Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. But thank you again for stopping by. It's going to be a great time. And let's roll music. Correct opinions. Correct opinions. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. I miss my therapist.
What was she like?
It was a he. It was sexist, and I think you need therapy. And therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. With online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense. I remember I went there, and he was like, it was amazing, it was great. And then he was like, that'll be $200. I was like, all right. I mean, you're great, but come on. And therapy is great. If you've done it, you know. I encourage anyone to try it. It did help me. And BetterHelp is a great option. It could save you money on something that could be quite expensive. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient too. You can join a session with a click of a button, helping you fit therapy in your busy life. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time. How much can you save, Jake?
Up to 50% per session.
Your well-being is worth it. Visit betterhelp.com/correct today. Get 10% off your first month. What is it, Katie?
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/correct. Period. Don't put a period in.
You
when
could put it
type
on the
out.
dot. Before
Yes.
com, you could put period.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's
sorry.
the alarm.
Oh yeah, pay less for therapy. Done. Thanks for coming by at 8 p.m. I don't know. Is this a fun time to pod?
Yes. Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
it is. Is your wife bummed?
You know, oh, I gotta save that for the Patreon. No, she's chill. It's all good. But this is not good podcasting. Oh my god.
Is
It's
she not
just an
playing
hour
Mahjong?
of. Oh, so I was gonna say.
Yeah.
No, let's
I-
put it
I wish I
behind
could-
the Patreon.
Are you, Derek, bleep me out. All right. No, I can't.
I can't.
But no, it's all good. Yeah, she's I actually don't understand. I was like, what are you gonna do tonight? And she said, oh, I'm our neighbor's daughter is 8. And she's like, oh, me and Hattie are doing quizzes. What does that mean? And I didn't
Quizzes.
I don't know. I don't know if she's quizzing her or Hattie's quizzing her. So
Girl.
she's being scholastic tonight, whatever that means.
Wow, that's very nice of her.
Hanging out
to
with an
quiz.
8-year-old.
Yeah.
This basic sellers wine's hitting right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
My own wine's so good. it's 8-pack for $39.99 right now.
You make your stuff in China?
No, thank goodness,
Must be nice.
dude.
Must be nice.
It's so entertaining. I don't really know what's good, what's bad, and this and that, but it is funny when I just pop up and it's like Trump's threatening 104% now. We're like, that's a fun number. He's like, okay, you know what? 50 more. It is very. He's just treating the whole world like I treat my toddler. He's like, okay, you know what? You get only one more minute now because you back talked. You speak up again? All right. We're going to bedtime right now.
Yep. You're going to bed for tomorrow.
We can move up your bedtime again. How about that? Yeah. You're going to bed. Forget right now. You're going to bed tonight yesterday.
How do you like it?
How do you like it?
Yeah, ni hao to that.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It's fun. I'm looking at my businesses, just kind of us being silly and trying to do wine out of California. So, oof.
Yeah.
That's a pretty wild story you got where you're a comedian, funny, influencer guy, and you're like, I somehow stumbled upon this great business. It's we just make this product in China and ship it over.
Easy.
It's kind of too good to be true. 100% tariff. It'll work out. There's no way.
I know, and I
Somehow, some way.
I need a little explanation.
India got some plants. India's playing ball. They got paddle plants.
play ball.
They're playing ball.
I think they play ball.
What I need a little explanation.
Sure.
Are you genuinely?
She's like, what are you talking about
What
at
are
all?
you talking about?
So this is good. Some people listening have no clue.
Pretty much every pickleball paddle, along with most sporting goods, most goods in general, made in China. You really
Everything.
can't like make these in the United States. Like it's just not possible. So
You would just have senior citizens like pillaging the building.
Yeah, why
like, give me
can't-
one. Yeah,
that's like
you
a different
can't.
conversation.
They've tried
but anyways,
it. They've
keep
tried
going.
it.
Keep going. Okay.
And every time they burn the place down.
yeah,
Gladys is just going nuts. In the
yeah,
front door.
she's
You actually have
rioting,
to go
saying,
to China.
"Why can't we thermoform in the United States?" They're very into the construction of a paddle. It's this whole thing. So yeah, internally we're trying to figure out what to do because it looks like on the outside it looks bad that our cost of goods is about to go up $2 million, right?
Okay.
But I say I've always wanted to try coal mining. I want a smaller house.
Always a positive.
I want what else do I want?
Mhm.
I want like one of those like sticks and a sack attached to it, like Huck Finn.
I'm more confused than I was.
The whole world is crashing down, is what I'm saying.
And
And I'm going to go back to, I'm going to have to work in a factory
a
or
coal miner.
I think coal mining would be fun.
I don't fully.
You die pretty young, but other than that,
Basically, all these countries, a tariff is when China. He's like, okay, we got to get these paddles from China. So now he's saying China, you have to pay tariff. So when we get something from China, you have to pay an extra 104% for these paddles.
They're saying the next iPhone is probably going to cost about $2,000.
cool.
Which, an aside, I think how silly isn't it? Kind of wild that like cars are $30,000, right? There's a variety of prices, but there's probably a 20, 30 grand, and no one's that bummed about that. I mean, is your phone not more important than your car?
It's very important.
Kind of. I've always said, why don't they charge $10,000? Like, would you be like, I'll pass? Like, I would die if I didn't have it.
That's true. If like the cheapest smartphone you could get is $8,000.
I don't know why it's not more.
They should be price gouging us.
Easily. I'm shocked there's not like a $10,000 option because as much as I'm on it, and if it was that cool, I'd be like, let's do it.
I have to.
I have to.
That's a good point.
I've always thought that. Anyway, it's a wild time and gonna be interesting. But
Things are about to cost a lot more. Do you know that like the stock market's like crashing right now?
I have seen that. Yeah.
what's up after hours? Which it's funny to be at this age where you care because like 08, I didn't know a clue about that. The
We were
last
fine.
like big crisis.
Yeah.
You know, our parents had to deal with something about that, but it was nice to just see it go up a little after hours. I'm like, okay.
I got out
It's
of
not-
my car on your street and Derek got out at the same time, and Derek looked about as rough as I've ever seen him. And I was like, oh no, it's the tariffs. And he's like, no, I've just been shooting a movie all day. And I was like, it's the tariffs.
taking the American flag down out of his truck bed. Let's just let this breathe. We were on set all day. Derek's grinding.
Yeah, how was it?
We're shooting this movie. It's fun. We were at like a little small town outside of the city in a downtown strip, and we'll share a lot more details and clips we've already got on the Patreon.
Ooh, gonna show like maybe some bloopers and stuff.
Sure, absolutely. And it's just because we're in the small town, they see this truck and lighting and rigs and stuff, and these people.
I pulled up the post.
Yes.
Wait, didn't we talk about the post last week?
Oh,
We
no.
did.
No.
Oh, pull up the okay.
Yeah,
we
this-
got to pull up the post.
Yeah, this didn't happen until
It's,
Friday, I think.
well, beyond the Facebook post that the town posted, it's just people. They just come up. It's funny to see someone like in the middle of what is a shot where you would think it's intuitive to be like, we should probably be quiet. We should probably leave them alone. They just walk up like, what is going on? Like we tried, like nice. And we had one lady. You were on set when the lady barged it. We were inside in the back of the building, and a woman walked in. Granted, because a few people, even though it says closed and everything, I guess they're just like, are you closed? Like, yeah. Lighting everywhere, shooting. We're filming a thing in here.
Well, I heard there was a movie being shot here.
Yeah. So it's happening like
That's
right
so
now.
funny because me and my daughter, or not technically my daughter,
Well,
but she's like
from
a
the back
daughter.
of the room, I go, quiet on set!
We love to watch Hallmark movies all the time. and
Ma'am, we're...
the-
yeah.
I was
We're
just
filming
saying
it
how much
right
I
now. We're filming it right now.
Oh.
So if you... Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will tell you later what I was going to tell you.
All right. You have a good one.
All right. You guys
That's
have fun.
happened.
You guys have fun.
That was entertaining.
Yeah, that was
Do
a
you think that
direct
people
conversation.
feel like more comfortable coming up because it's like they see you and you're like dressed like a girl running around and they're kind of like,
Well, it's
this
a
can't be
little-
serious?
Well,
or...
they're
Good
not
question.
catching a lot of the frolicking.
Oh, okay.
They're just
It's
kinda
in the
walking
back.
up on us.
Okay.
Someone, they walk up, we're in the middle of a shoot. Do you guys know we can find a bathroom? People like that. You're like, what are we doing?
You
It's
guys
great.
must seem really friendly.
Yeah.
It's true. I think we're welcoming people. What's
Those
this?
faces.
This is we are sad doing that. This is the town, Smithville, Missouri, Facebook page. Big. It's a Facebook post. Big news. We've always felt we belonged in a Hallmark movie. Charming streets, friendly faces. That small town magic you can't find just anywhere. And now it's official. Sort of a local. Oh, they edited it.
They did, didn't they?
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, what did it used to
That
say?
is so funny. I swear, y'all. Oh, I wish we screenshotted the original. The original was saying it is an official Hallmark movie.
Hallmark is here.
I might have a screenshot. Let me.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
Oh,
I think
dang.
did you not screenshot it and send it originally, or
I
was
think I
that?
sent the link, but I think my sister sent.
That's so they found out like, oh, it's just this local
It was funny.
comic.
And now it's official, sort of. A local comic's filming I'm a local comic. Filming a Hallmark movie spoof. They say, da-da-da-da. Who's ready for their close-up in our real-life Hallmark town? ... Even if it's a comedy. They're kind of knocking me down at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two
Like to
steps
think-
forward, one step backward.
The post definitely doesn't read like, guys, we had this wrong. It's even better. That's not how it's reading. I think they're kind of like, so, oh, it's a new post. It's an hour ago.
No, this one.
this is a screenshot.
My sister
So this
sent
is
me.
the original.
And she's like, "Hey, by the way, people are thinking it's a real Hallmark."
So they had said it's official Hallmark movie.
Yeah, who's ready for the close
Close
up
up
in
in our
our
real who's ready for a close up in our real life Hallmark town? And that had like
Wow, they edited it. Wow.
it had 600 likes, 50 comments, 65 shares. And it was like, ooh. So
I love the
Sorry to
comments.
disappoint. yeah, that is kind of sure quite a few people would go back and be like, well, this is way less exciting.
Courtney Matthews said, please tell me they got a shot of Oliver in the store. That would make my month.
Did we?
What's that mean?
Was Oliver in there?
You guys been hanging out a lot.
Oliver
Is that like the town cat? Little
I
tomcat?
never met an Oliver.
Have you guys met Jean from Jean's Flower and Gifts? She said, so fun to watch from the shop. Lots of action going on right now. That's about you cross-dressing.
Yeah. Lots of action.
And then it looks like the emoji is the trans flag. Yeah, that's about you.
Woo. It's been great. We had a great every day we've had a couple shots that have been very difficult to get through. Today's was me and videographer Mikey, who comes in and plays the douche ex-boyfriend. We get in an altercation, and we did a scene where
You guys went nose to nose.
our nose are touching. And then we found a lollipop in the store and added that variable, and he had it in his mouth and was like moving around with his tongue and like poking me with the lollipop stick. That's we didn't break. That was tough to get.
Wow.
Dude, when I was there, y'all, at the end of the day, y'all could not hold it together. When
We got slap happy. For sure.
yeah, I've never seen you like that.
Yeah.
We were doing a scene where you had to rattle off a list of pastries.
Yes.
And what was it? It was just like, this is what's in the cookbook.
It's like, man, my aunt's cookbook. It's just like this family relic, and every single recipe, every cookie, muffin, pie, strudel, brownie,
Derek can't even hold
gingerbread
it
man.
out.
Derek's dying right
did
now.
this bit where I'd list off 35 things. And we would fudge, bread, biscuits, cakes. And is that funny to you?
I mean, yeah.
Bread was hilarious for some reason.
Bread. Yeah, and we couldn't.
He had like one of
Keep it
our
together.
helpers. He's like, all right, instead of me trying to memorize all these, why don't you write them down and you just hold it? Well, then that guy's laughing so hard.
He's holding the piece of paper. He's shaking. I'm like, well, that hurts. So we had to tape it up. And then there was one time I said it in a certain way, and I heard the crew laugh across the room, which made me break. It was so fun.
Fudge.
So anyway, it's going to be good. And we have Recties let us know, because I put it on my story. We have some coming, but if you want to be, this Friday is a big shoot. We need some extras.
My mother-in-law was...
on the YouTube comments. That's how we'll find you.
Yeah. Come on out. My mother-in-law was
maybe easier.
doing some searching for us. She's like, hey, I got in touch with so-and-so. She lives in Kansas City. I think she would be perfect for it. And I was like...
For an extra?
Yeah, that's
Guys, I wouldn't recommend her if I didn't believe in her. I think she could be quiet. I think she could...
Yeah, Rachel was giving her mom a hard time. You're like, she's not the lead. She just has to stand there.
Yeah, it is good. It is how many times you mentioning, to my mother what stuff I'm doing in my life, and probably 4 times now she's been like, "So, Hallmark hired you to make this?
What does Hallmark know about this?
Yeah, I'm just like, it is like a Hallmark. Is not affiliated with them in any way.
She's like, they're headquartered nearby, though. Yes,
but it's quite a project. It's been very fun, and I couldn't sleep last night because I started daydreaming about releasing it.
Oh,
because I'm fired up about these people who make Hallmark movies in the early part of the calendar year. I mean, it's fun. I'm in a Christmas spirit right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to eat brownies and stuff.
I will
Christmas
say.
makes you want to eat brownies?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Christmas, the gear flipped. Thanksgiving hits from November 24th or whatever
Yeah.
to January 1.
I'm not counting
a
calories
fatty,
anymore.
fat.
Yep. And then January 1 hits. It's time to spread some seed.
Yeah, that's how it all comes to an end. All those calories get expended out, and it's like a ritual.
Okay.
And you start anew.
Okay.
Yep.
I heard of we had some friends recently say there's some really, really popular sourdough donuts in town.
Yeah, we just heard. Well, actually,
This town?
I did hear about them. Yes, they sell out. They make 900 every weekend, and they sell out in like 20 minutes. People wake up at 4 a.m. to get in line.
Yeah, I said setting an alarm to be obese is crazy. I didn't realize that about some fat people really like work at it. Like you would think they'd be like, I want donuts, but I'm not gonna set an alarm. They're like, honey, get up. We're gonna go pack some pounds on.
Yeah, it's
early.
like a 3-day event. I got to go to bed early Wednesday so I can kind of start to get in a rhythm. By the time Saturday rolls around, I can wake up at 3:45.
I bet they're good, but
I mean,
Sourdough and donuts are two delicious things. I've never had them.
I'd rather just have regular donuts, though. I guess I haven't had them.
Are we
I'd
gonna,
like to try them, but
there's a new
I would
viral
never
cottage
before.
cheese bagel recipe.
Okay, I'm gonna try it tomorrow.
You're gonna try it tomorrow.
Mhm.
I'm gonna come home to fresh baked cottage cheese bagels.
Maybe.
That's a slap in the face to the Jewish community, don't you think? I mean, I found it and I recommended it, but
Oh.
we'll see. There's no way they're.
I
It'll be
mean, there's
okay.
no way that when I make them, they're gonna be that great. I think.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
I do feel
Well,
like-
you are a good cook now.
But when you try a new baking recipe, sometimes it takes. You made some pretty gross banana bread the other day. I mean,
I did.
sometimes
Yeah, baking
it
is a
take-
different ballgame.
Yeah, like you can't really taste it before you bake it.
I'm about to
and
start dialing in my baking game.
So
I
I'm
want,
gonna
I
try
want a good
it, but-
banana bread. You ever had a good banana bread?
I had some bad ones last week.
Where?
Home. Rachel's friend came over and made some gluten-free autoimmune.
Stop you. Oh. Autoimmune.
Yeah.
I think the jig's up on that.
That's
not
probably
real.
more legitimate than gluten-free is.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's not real.
Did you not eat a ton of banana bread in Australia? Because they had banana bread everywhere.
They
in
do like it
Australia.
there.
They love it there. And then in
I think it
Hawaii,
just
they love
got to them. Like it's only 3 or 4 years old
That's
there.
something, because I've never seen so much in my
Yeah,
life.
it's called like the squishy boomerang.
Yeah, they call it panini bees.
Yeah. Dude, they have so many cute
Chalky
names for
cheese
stuff.
on your panini bees. Yeah, but it
Would
was
you like with chocos and no. Chocos or no. Yeah, chocos aren't shoes there. It's chocolate chips.
I've been doing so good with
Or
my
black people.
diet until we shot all day long Friday in a pastry shop. And I probably played with dough for a combined 2 hours. And by 4 p.m., I couldn't take any longer. And I ate a donut. It's my first real.
Good for you.
Wow.
I did eat a donut that day too.
Yeah.
Which is not because I was thinking I'm gonna have a problem, but you show up the next day, they're all disgusting. So that I was like, okay, good.
It's hard not to.
I couldn't imagine ever running. I have a buddy who runs a restaurant. He listens to Shout Out Vincent. Go to Roosevelt's in Tulsa.
Late
ever
night
been?
fun.
Oh,
No.
dude. It's a great restaurant. But he got real fat. And he's skinny again. I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
But dude, who wouldn't? You own a restaurant?
Yeah.
And just anytime you want, you go, beer, soda,
Okay,
nachos.
Have you ever
oh my
worked
gosh,
in a
I would be
food-
a cow.
have
What?
you ever worked in any sort of like food?
Oh, yeah, have I ever been
place?
fat?
What?
Have I ever been fat?
That's the only reason you get.
That's the only reason I'm not
So
fat.
I worked at a
Waffle House.
McDonald's.
Oh.
Let me guess.
well, two very contrasting things. I worked at McDonald's and a juice smoothie bar.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
McDonald's,
Well,
I
let's walk
don't.
us through both.
McDonald's, why?
When did you work at McDonald's?
We've talked about it on the podcast. Before.
I know, but so here, let me touch real quick. So this is the podcast, and I was just trying to set you up to tell
I know, but
the
hey,
people.
we
So,
we
like-
talked about it before on the podcast, so they know.
All right. Oh, we're back. Did you hear
How
that?
did it go?
I lost again.
Yeah.
Our daughter was born in 2025. Dude. I'm pretty positive.
You worked at a juicery.
Yes.
A 2-month-old can sit.
Yeah. I had, so when we make smoothies, you would fill up the cup and then whatever was like left over, everyone who worked there would kind of pour it in their cup. Like, oh, get a
Yeah.
leftover this, leftover this.
Taking shots.
I mean, I would be like sloshing by the end of I feel like after I stopped working there, I did not want a smoothie for like a year. It was
That's
just
so
like
much kale.
so much liquid.
And when did you work there?
Right after college.
Ugh.
You got
So-
a comment?
So you got, what was your college degree?
Engineering.
What was it?
Biomedical engineering.
Biomedical engineering. And you went to career day and you go, nah.
Yeah.
I think a Jamba Juice. I think that's my game.
Yep. I
Cool.
said I don't
Parents
want to do
supportive
any of
of that?
this. Well, I was working on my modeling career, so I needed a little
You're like, how do I get the most kale in the cheapest way?
I
Yeah.
had to do a little supplement at the beginning before you get your clients going.
And you
So
must have
I-
got over your fear of juices because about 5 years after that, didn't you guys go on a pretty serious juice cleanse?
Oh.
About 2019 or so.
Oh, I talked her out of
well,
that.
when I worked there, I did a lot of juicing, and then I continued to do the juice cleanse like once or twice a year until having kids.
That's a real racket.
I was just reading about it yesterday, and it seems like, don't tell Katie, but
I mean,
it
yeah,
doesn't seem that great.
But
but
now
I felt
fasting's in. That's
yeah.
a thing you do.
So then I'm like, if it's all just green vegetable juice, I don't know. It made me feel really good. So
I did it with you once.
Yeah.
Maybe twice. Once.
maybe twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
I turned my urine was the color of Pinot Noir.
the
It's shocking.
That's
beet
not good.
juice, really.
And you're like, this can't be.
What's that type of cleanse? I think it's like fasting with juice, something like that, where it's supposed to like
Colonoscopy?
basically,
Mm.
yes, where it like gets the poop out of your like stomach walls.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what do you take? I don't know.
I don't know. It's like you eat nothing and then you eat prune juice, something like that.
I got some prune juice upstairs if you want to try it.
No, I already ate today.
Yeah. Well,
How's Operation Get Shredded?
It's going, well, pretty well. As you know, I showed up to set on Friday and I just had my mole like really removed. Not just the first removal. This was like
yeah.
surgery technically. So I showed up to set and I go, hey, Trey, you don't have to use this, but if you want, I said, it looks like I got stabbed right there.
And we're like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Write that in.
We wrote it into the movie. It's part of it now.
Yep. He
wow.
stabbed himself with a baker's knife, which is a real tool, we think.
Oh, okay.
He's crazy.
So it set me back a little bit. They said I am not allowed to get my heart rate up for 3 to 5 days.
Wait,
I
really?
said-
Annoying.
No matter
No matter
what. What if it's kind of our New Year's Eve?
What if it's our? What if
Wait.
White Lotus? We're watching it.
Dude,
What?
let's talk about White Lotus.
3 to. You can't get your heart rate up?
They took a rib.
Yeah, they took
They did
at
not
least
take
one
a
rib.
One of the moles rooted into a rib.
I've had so many taken out like that. And I've never heard that before.
How big was
So
yours?
many?
Because I mean, mine's like a 2. It looks like I actually did get stabbed. I mean, you saw it. It's like 2 inches wide. It's
the
like,
one on my back is like that. The other ones are, I guess, were smaller moles, but they were stitched up. You got
Y'all are
stitches? Is that
gross,
glue?
man.
got stitches underneath and then glue
Yeah.
on top.
Okay.
So they were like, so I still feel like if I put my arm above my head, I feel
Yeah.
it stretching a little bit. But so that I missed some days working out, but I'm still
Yeah.
getting my protein, still getting my creatine, you know.
Derek, where we at?
I had some brownies that did not have vegetable oil because that's one thing we've been trying to give out, and they were it was replaced with applesauce,
Whoa.
and they were the worst things ever. So that's where I'm at and getting shredded.
I'm like, guys, I hate to say this, but I missed 2 days working out. Derek's like, I had applesauce brownies.
I had brownies, but it was applesauce instead of vegetable oil. So
I hated myself.
instead of 500 calories a slice, it was 460, and they were gross. So that's where I'm
Wait, have you worked out at all?
I was on set for a couple days.
at. Yeah, he's just blaming it on me. What do you mean?
I mean, Trey,
How am I supposed to do it?
on this dolly.
No,
It's
to be
April.
fair, there's no way you could have worked out in the 3 days we've been on set.
I'm
what
sore
about the other?
from those.
Being
3
on
days.
set?
Yes, like
What are you lifting stuff?
those cameras up and down, but like
That is fair. Those
Yeah.
are big. Well, there you go. It's a workout.
All right.
I am.
Applesauce brownies. Dude, Katie's whipped up. She made a couple. What were the carrot muffins? It's like instead of sugar, she used ground carrots.
When are you? Like a long time ago?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll never forget
Those,
them.
when you came home, I said, "Don't eat these."
Yeah, that's rough. You say don't. That was crazy.
Kind of a failed
Um,
experiment.
Yeah,
I've got to get it together, man. I'm trying to tighten up. We're going to the beach in a few weeks.
We are. I worked
Same.
out this
30.
morning,
Hey,
and
38?
Different side of Florida.
Hmm.
Just the
Hey.
A, Amelia.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Island, AIP.
in 2 weeks.
Basically. Are we in Florida at the same time? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Fun.
guess we are.
Come over.
Dude, you should come over.
Over. We had a rower, and I did that for the first time probably since I did Orange Theory like 3 or 4 years ago. And my upper back I'm feeling
Whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa. Aren't you the one who's like scared to do workouts because you're afraid you're going to get huge? And so you did
That's-
like a trap exercise?
Are you gonna keep doing the rower? Or is this messing with you? You're too sore back there.
No, the rower's fine.
Oh, okay.
But you were team. I don't want to do pull-ups because it would make me too big.
I said that like once.
No.
Yes.
All right, let's do a pull-up.
Okay.
So that's the goal, to do a pull-up.
Okay, sure.
Unaided.
Okay. It's gonna take me a second, but
All right,
Sure.
I didn't mean to
Work on
discourage
it.
you from the rows. So you
No,
did
it's
Orange
fine.
Theory 3 or 4 years ago, and then this weekend you did some rows.
I did it this morning. And
Okay.
I can feel it. Of
Yeah.
course, I'm not in great shape because I haven't worked out a ton since having Eva, but definitely.
Yeah,
What made you go to
I'd
the
love
ro-
to bring that up. I'm so busy with the baby.
Wait,
I'm just saying my body's like healing from having a baby.
6 months later,
Yeah.
it's healed.
My abs are not even touching still, I don't think.
I think it's been 7 months.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
What drew you to the row machine?
Trey just got one, so we have it in our garage.
New shiny toy.
Yeah, and just seemed better than running.
What about Pilates? You ever get down on Pilates?
I love Pilates.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
going
not
on.
a real workout.
Yes, it is.
Mm-mm. What?
And please explain to me how it's not a real workout.
Well, it's not.
You get down on like the bobsled, right?
You're like on this, and you're doing. It's like they have you all spread out, and they're like pulse.
Yeah, and you could
Women
barely
will do it.
You
they'll
could
just come up
barely
with
do
a-
it.
I could do it. The women will come up with
No.
a million creative ways to just like not sweat, but like move around. And you're like, ooh, I'm a little sore there. Get your heart rate up.
Dude,
Come
you
on,
couldn't
come on,
do
let's
it.
sweat.
You
huh?
couldn't do it. You
I
were,
did. I've been there with you. I did it.
you were not doing it correctly, and the instructor knew who you were and was like fangirling and was too scared to correct you. So
Hard to prove
That's
that.
convenient. Yeah, hard to prove that.
it's
Hard to prove that.
super
huh?
accurate. So
When
come,
did you guys
come back and come to Mike's class with me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is.
I didn't want to hear the M word on the podcast.
Mike might really like Trey.
Mike. Yeah, Mike
She knows.
might
She
like Trey
brings up
more.
this guy a lot.
I
And
haven't been to one of his
I would
classes
love to
in
do
so
it.
long. Okay, let's go. But I'm doing a private session on Thursday with Michael. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Have you canceled your other membership?
Not yet. No.
I'm gonna.
You guys
I'm
have a
gonna
couple
go
gym
broke
memberships right now.
$9 at a time. It's a new one every month, and we don't cancel the other one.
Uh-huh.
Are these are like full on gym memberships or just like classes
I
or?
don't know, Jake.
Well, I have class pass
I was like, yeah, class pass is good.
and
Do a class pass.
but this private session is not through class pass.
Is this one-on-one? Is that what private session means?
You
And what's
just really want.
Yeah, I really want someone to help me focus on my like postpartum core and stuff like that. And I told him
postpartum
that he he literally can't say anything because I'm kind of like wrecking my body for this family. So I'm doing what I can to
he being Trey or like the trainer?
anyone. Yeah.
That goes for anyone in the comments.
Wow, just no one can say anything to you ever
Yeah. So
because you're a mom.
yeah.
Seems to be the rules.
Mhm, yeah.
Speaking of postpartum core, I found out that I've had something since high school that apparently only typically affects women who've given birth.
Hey,
Any
what's-
guesses what that is?
I
find it-
Diastasis
yeah.
recti.
Yes,
You have that?
I've had it for 20 years.
Discharge. Wait, what is it called?
Lower pelvic floor.
That's what I was
Thought-
talking about.
I was-
Like
you're
your
about to
abs
make
are
a-
separated.
You might make
Yes.
the camera start
How
levitating.
did you?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Oh.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. Diastasis recti, I think it's called.
Diastasis recti. You have a
Diabetes rectum.
How
dilated
do you
rectum?
have that?
I've had it since at least high school, from when I can remember, like doing ab work. So anytime like I do an ab workout where your feet are off the floor, you know,
You
your
just poop.
leg lifts or V ups. Yeah, it's just
Let me guess what it is. So, okay, anytime you do V ups
You know,
specifically,
legs off the floor, like lower ab
okay,
type
not
work.
poop was the wrong answer. You
Not no, yeah, not poop.
you. I don't know how to say. It's a family friendly podcast. I don't know how to say this. You feel good.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
You think that's what postpartum women have?
All right, I'll give you a
Not
hint.
it.
Tectonic plates,
Oh, okay. Those are great.
continental drift.
Oh no.
Nah.
It's got you got a fault line.
Yeah, kind of.
dang,
Yeah.
dude.
So what happens?
Every time you do a sit up,
How is Hawaii formed?
every time you do a sit up, you poop out of your wiener.
Okay. All
Stuck on
right.
poop.
All right.
Sorry. I want to
Wait,
apologize.
it's when your abs are separated.
Now that I can't confirm. I don't know about that. But actually, you knew the Latin word, so I guess you would know it.
So every time you sit up, you can't do it?
It's just like the space between my abs
Cones.
goes up.
Yeah.
It looks like a volcano is erupting.
Does it make you have cool looking abs or weird?
They look normal to me.
Oh, okay.
How did you find this out?
I mean, just doing high school workouts, I'm looking around, noticing no one else.
Well, he's pregnant, so that's part of it.
No one else's intestines are raising up out of their stomach every time that, and I'm like talking to people like, you guys do this when it, and they're like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? But my sister has it too, so it must just be a genetic thing.
Oh, interesting.
Dang.
But yeah, I talked to the doctor and he was like, as long as you're not feeling pain, you're fine. He's like, but fun fact, quite literally, that is your intestines popping up out of your stomach.
Yeah.
And I talked about it on Ghost Runners and all the comments were like, you're the only non-mother I know who has
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know that you could get it without being pregnant.
Yeah, I don't know. So what do you mean my abs are separated?
So that's why like
2 Christmases.
That's why it's popping in
dude.
between because they've kind of like they're separate like
Your abs need like a civil rights act or something.
Or
That's
some a
crazy.
marriage counselor.
That's
So yours
bad.
are together. Congrats.
Mine are together, yeah.
Always have been?
Yeah, from what I know. They're
Dang.
together.
we should check it out.
I want mine to be
Stop
together.
flirting with me, huh?
Oh, I went together abs.
Yeah. What? I wonder if I have any.
You can get them together.
Do you have any male problems?
Yeah, do you have problems that only affect...
Men?
Do you have that redhead anesthesia thing? Where it like takes a little bit more?
Yeah, but I don't. Does that only affect men?
No, I'm just trying to get the ball rolling.
Okay.
No, I really think she does because the epidurals weren't working.
That's true.
She.
Have a big foot. That's most.
Yeah, bunions. Bunions. I've never heard of a girl with a bunion.
No, I think a lot of girls have bunions because of our pointy shoes.
Oh yeah, they do.
For sure. And dancers. I think a lot of dancers get
Yeah.
bunions.
Oh, you can dance.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's talk numbers.
6.
5, 6, 5.
4.
We did it. What were you going to say?
Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session.
Oh,
So,
those
yeah,
numbers.
654 wasn't really
That was
what
different.
we're looking for. Which adds up fast. Dude, I remember doing therapy for the first time. And he's like, what's your problem? And I was like, and yeah, I cried. And I was like, oh my gosh, this guy, he meant everything to me. He's like, that'll be $200. I was like, well,
Oh.
that makes me feel a little less good.
Yeah, maybe they weren't that bad.
Yeah, your mental health is worth it, okay? But let's keep it within reach, and BetterHelp can help you do that. If you've benefited from therapy, like me, it's a great, great thing to try. So if you're considering it, try BetterHelp.
It could save on average up to 50% per session. So that will add up fast.
That will.
The savings, that is. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient. You can join a session with the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life.
Your well-being is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Visit betterhelp.com/correct to get 10% off your first month.
You can switch therapists anytime, by the way.
Holy crap.
Oh, that's cool.
Come on, y'all.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/correct. It's been like
BetterHelp,
a year
HLP.
since I've done one of
She
these.
has done it so long. She's like, how do you end it? She's like, it doesn't sound like I'm ending it right. BetterHelp.com/correct.
Period.
Correct. Period.
BetterHelp.com/correct.
Full stop.
Done.
Okay,
What
girl.
problems do you have?
That only girls have?
Just strange stuff.
My biggest problem.
That only girls have?
My biggest problem is my hair. It's
Your hair is separated.
Yeah, my hair is separated. I had to recolonize it, and then
you got your hair
and then
is
I got-
gentrified.
Now I have it coming out of my ears.
It really grew back nicely. I've kind of been
thank
taking
you.
it for granted.
I know people forget. I have my eyebrows are too long and too far apart. That's something I
Too
deal with. They're
Long,
far
like
apart.
they go too long
Have
this
you
way.
ever
They-
noticed
yep,
how
look
far
how far
apart
apart my eyebrows
his
are.
eyebrows are?
We've discussed this before. Look how far apart they are.
They seem fine.
Look how far apart they are. Look at me.
Maybe
Look.
they look different on camera. No, they look fine.
Look. They're way far apart. That's a problem I deal with. I think
Have other people in your life told you about this, or is this just Katie? I feel like you're fine with the eyebrows.
I think people They don't outright say it, but they drop hints.
Yeah, it's implied.
They drop hints.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so you do some tweezing.
Yeah, a little heavy on the tweezing.
Yeah, they say little jokes. You know,
It's
can't
not,
find a parking spot. Trey's got a spot between his eyebrows.
Yeah, new Costco's coming to
Stuff like
town.
that.
It's above Trey's nose.
Yeah, I think it would be impossible for you to get a unibrow.
Thank you.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Well,
That's our problems.
BasicSellers.com. So I've had one of these. Do you ever feel self-conscious? I am right now. It's like people are like, oh, silly Trey, he's having wine. I've had one. And do you ever find yourself in that situation where you have like half a drink and you like fall down? And you have to be like, but it's not, no, I've had half a drink.
It was unrelated.
Do you?
It's funny you want to convince people like, no, I'm stupid. Usually. It's not because of
Yeah,
this.
I had the worst. Okay, when we were in, not to brag, we were like in New Zealand at a
Just
winery.
in a bathroom, just, I'm sober. You're yelling out of the stall.
Okay, enough with the poop.
Sorry, I apologize.
When we were at a winery and we had just done a tasting. We had Thomas with us. I was not drinking that much.
New Zealand?
Yes,
Ooh, flex.
there were these like
Did a show for 180 people there.
concrete. There were these concrete
So,
stairs.
Me, Rachel, and Tom went out to dinner there.
Yeah. And my sandals were like brand new and they didn't have any, I mean, it was just slick on the bottom. And I just the very top step slipped. I was holding Thomas. And so I fell backwards. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And it was like going down into the restaurant. So I just kind of like slipped
You're like,
down the
I'm not
stairs.
drunk. I'm just a bad mom.
Yeah.
So it was like
Okay.
super embarrassing because I'm like, I'm not
I
drunk.
fall like this with my baby all the time.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not drunk.
I did this at home.
Can't believe I just fell with my child. It was just all bad.
Yeah,
So-
to cover up for it, I hit her.
See, we have tons of problems.
Yeah, tons of problems. Not that we're sober.
It was so bad. No one was hurt, but just my
I did remember
pride.
that.
Thomas probably thought it was fun.
Scary.
Yeah.
Ooh, Napa. Our winery tour's coming up. Rexies, let us know what we should do.
You got Florida and Napa soon. Who's Florida with?
My family.
Oh,
My family vacation.
Check the box.
all the brothers. Check the box.
I'm joking.
One per year.
Yeah, everyone's gonna
That'll
be there.
nice.
Wow.
It's gonna be fun because all the little cousins are like getting old enough to like play together.
Gotcha.
It's a game changer.
How's Thomas do with sand?
Loves it.
Loves it.
Digging.
Silly dirt.
That's right.
Silly dirt.
That'll be great. Napa. We got it booked. I'm trying to pick out my outfits.
Oh, that's the thing that only girls deal with.
That's
There's
it,
your
yes.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
the
my
eyebrows
thing.
and
Thank
picking out
you.
your outfits.
Thank
and
you.
Excited for the wine
I asked
tour.
Katie recently, I go, should I try to look like just like good, like a nice, well-dressed grown man, or should I have like a hint of obnoxious?
Like, yeah, I'm trying some stuff this weekend.
I think you can appreciate that.
You think
Like
he can
sometimes it's fun to
appreciate
Not
be
the
like,
obnoxious
here,
part. But
here he comes in like a kind of a fun outfit. Oh, it's fun. It's the shirt and pants are the same design. It's kinda
I
fun.
see. Oh, yeah.
Like not totally out mocking the whole thing, but it's a statement piece.
I mean,
Can I
you
make a
saw
statement?
that blue and white cream sweater. That's
Oh,
what he's
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, your shirt
Well, I'm
said
definitely wearing that. That thing's sick. And screw all you guys.
If you were wondering
commenting.
what the like,
And that's
obnoxious
definitely a piece I'm
part
wearing.
is.
Yeah.
that shirt is
Yeah,
sick.
shorts to
Yeah.
match. Don't
It's gonna
you?
be like 70 degrees, so wearing a fuzzy sweater makes a lot of sense.
It's like, oh, so hot.
Yeah.
So hot. It looks so good. Yeah, it might be too hot for that.
Yeah.
So I'll wear that in the morning, take it off, little tank under,
No.
little draped over the
2011
shoulders.
tank.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, you've been watching too much White Lotus.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Oh my gosh.
what the hot guy in White Lotus? He's balding, and people are like, "It's in now." Can I reverse?
Crap.
Are you
Crap.
talking about with the long hair?
He's balding, and he's got long hair.
And
Are you
think-
watching like White Lotus?
I'm behind.
This guy.
And you
Mm.
think it looks good?
That's a hot
Well,
guy.
I saw a thing. I saw a
That's the
thing.
mayhem
People
guy.
saying
That looks like a retired NASCAR driver.
he's bringing in the balding look. He looks hot, and I might, because it's too late to undo it. So I might just like razor shave the first inch
And just see.
and just see.
It'll grow back.
I mean, I never said he was hot, so
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh.
Also, I don't think you can grow your hair long like that. So that's
No, your hair still sucks more than his. Make no mistake. People are into it. I don't know. But it's you are. Or
I'm
I
watching.
forget.
I'm a season behind, so
That's right.
I have cranked through season 2 this week. Got the
Oh,
season
wow.
finale tonight,
Mm.
and I honestly kind of started watching on accident because everyone's talking about White Lotus. I was like, this
When's
must
the
be
season finale come out? Oh, of 2.
yeah, like this
I will
amazing show. And as I'm watching season 1, I'm like, when does stuff happen? And then I'm
Slow.
Googling it,
It's
and it's
slow.
like, well, it's a social commentary. Like, I need some murder pretty soon.
What's
Or I
the
need some-
social commentary? These go over my head when they
You know,
when they're
just
like, well, it's
satire.
actually there was a comment on the status of race in this country. It's
Yeah,
like,
stuff like that.
I guess.
I mean,
what does that mean?
yeah,
for me?
Trey, you don't pick that up. He does not know any of the names of
Oh,
anyone.
this is really good, and I
Yeah, I was
really
gonna
want to
say.
know this. When you guys watch a TV show and you're invested episode after episode, do you know more than half the characters' names?
Yeah. I think I do.
Part of
I
watching.
don't, in all honesty.
Oh,
but I kind
yeah,
of think
I do.
I'm way on the other end of like I need to know some names because I just know. Yeah,
Yeah, oh, I don't know them at all. The
But-
main
but
character, I
that's-
go,
but that's-
Katie, gun to my head, I don't know what's her name. She knows all the names.
But that's what you're
something when
watching. That's part of the show.
But I guess we've all experienced meeting someone. You know, what's your name? You kind of you're like,
Uh-huh.
"Oof." You're like, ugh, I just didn't pay attention. When I'm watching a show, the name is never crossed my mind to be like, I should
Memorize
lock
that.
in on that name. I'm just like, that's that girl. She's the daughter of that girl.
What about Severance? Because Severance, they said their names so much.
It was
Yeah.
helpful,
Yeah, that was good for you.
and I appreciate
They
it.
even had like name tags sometimes.
But I did have to, because later in Severance, when again, no spoilers here, but like one character's name is different. You know, they're severed, right? So their
One
character's
time,
name is
yeah.
very different than the outside name.
That was tough for you.
And there was like a moment where like so and so's calling them. I'd be like, who is that? And she was like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, I'm glad you're here. I'm very good with names in real life.
yeah,
You are?
I am.
yeah,
It's like my claim to fame. But the show, you know, the Severance, like, what's the daughter's name? The daughter of the rich family. You're not watching season 3. Like, I keep doing that to you. The daughter of the rich family. That's all I know. And she's like, Piper.
yeah.
That I don't need to know her name.
I mean, it's just. I guess it's just weird because it's like they just say it over and over again on the show. So it's like I don't know how you aren't picking it up. It's not like I'm like, what are their names? Like I have to memorize it. It's just kind of I'm watching it.
You're paying attention.
Yeah,
Is season 3 good?
but that doesn't surprise me.
I love White Lotus. So you think it's slow?
I do think it's a.
I thought season
show.
1 was. For how much hype it had, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's kind of.
Because you were talking on Severance, I love both those shows. I just feel I feel locked in the whole time. They're just building these. White Lotus's whole game is they just slowly build. They make 10 different characters so annoying.
I will say season 2, I'm very into season 2.
And
I
you're
think it
just
got better.
Building.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's
season
fair.
2 is Italy.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
really into all the characters in season 2.
Yeah.
Season 1, Sydney Sweeney and her little friend. Blah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
because I'm tempted to be like, I hate this, but then they're doing it on purpose. They're making them insufferable on purpose.
True. Like the main guy character, he was one of the worst characters I've ever
Oh,
come
Patrick
across.
Schwarzenegger in the season 3. I mean, he's just the scum of the earth. He's like the most annoying frat boy of all time. But like he's doing a good job of
Yeah,
being
but that's what he's going for.
insufferable.
Mm-hmm.
Katie
Yeah.
liked him.
Great.
Yeah, she had a few Patricks in her day, I bet.
Yeah, we started watching season 2, episode 1 immediately. Rachel, oh, that's Theo James, is the most
Oh,
attractive guy I've ever
yeah,
seen. Like, why do you already know his name?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that you already knew his name so
She shouldn't
quickly.
have said- she
Oh
shouldn't
yeah,
have said that.
Divergent. He's in this. He's in this. He's 6.7 million Instagram followers. Like,
Yeah.
why don't we cool it?
Well, I hope you did mention Sydney Sweeney really quickly as we talked about.
I didn't like Sydney Sweeney.
I didn't-
Yeah.
I hope you did that to her.
Hmm.
Sydney Sweeney, Alexander Daddario. What's her name?
I don't
That's how
know.
you say it? This other girl in that show.
Daddario.
She's the one whose eyes look like
She was great.
like a White Walker. Game of Thrones. You ever seen that? See, I know
No.
their names. Who's your favorite frat?
Who is my favorite frat?
Which was your favorite?
Who was
frat?
in your favorite frat?
Well,
Something like those little. Did you like when you saw guys coming? I've had one bottle. I just want to be clear. I'm
what is? I
I'm
really
acting the
don't
same
know
like I
what-
always act.
Okay, yeah. You clearly
Sunglasses
are
with
self-conscious.
the,
though. You didn't think anything. Anyways.
What are the things? where
Croquis.
Croquis. When you saw a guy in
Croquis.
croquis, would you just
Who's the sunglasses?
would your bunions tingle?
I didn't have bunions in college yet, but no. But
Come
I
on,
did.
What did it for you? Be honest. Was it the short shorts? Was it the
PFG?
Sperry's? Oh, a PFG. Where you're like,
Oh, take me to your honey hole.
Yeah, fish for me, boy.
Reel me in.
Yeah,
Reel
I
me
mean,
in.
Set the hook.
a lot of fishers in the South.
What
lot of
was the
fishing guys.
piece?
I mean, I hung out with the betas, which is a big coincidence because that is the fraternity you were in.
Well. You see me walking by in a
Tank.
tank top, a cool tank with a design on it,
Like a
or like a shirt with a pocket on it, but the pocket's a different design than the shirt.
This is good 2012 fashion.
I
Where
hated
you've been
those
like,
shirts.
ooh,
I hated
what's he got
those
in that
shirts.
pocket?
Yeah, no, I did not like those shirts.
What was in for you 2012? What were you wearing?
2012.
High-waisted jean shorts.
Yeah, Trey thinks that high-waisted jean shorts like aren't around anymore, but that's like what every girl wears still.
I was gonna say I don't even know if they were in 2012 quite yet. I feel like girls were still,
Sophomore.
swing low, sweet
Nike
chariots.
Nike shorts.
Oh, Nike Tempos.
Norts.
That is a word I don't know.
Norts.
Nordstrom.
Nike shorts.
Nike
Norts.
shorts,
You've never heard
Norts.
this
Oh.
lingo.
Yeah, I
Wow.
like Tempos were like the really popular short for so long. I had never heard Norts though.
That's what they were though. The Tempos were
It
the
was the southern
were the
way.
Norts, yeah.
Norts. Sounds
Um,
like hillbilly.
I
What
don't
is it? What was it? What was the big thing?
in 20 Wow, I feel like
Eyeshadow.
Feather in the hair.
Oh, those knee length boots.
Oh
You
yeah.
ever put those on?
Big brown boots.
oh yeah, the brown boots. Those are a little bit more like 2010, but
iPhone 5. Fingerprint.
I think maybe the bubble necklaces were those still in? Those like big, colorful.
Jake, you know?
Do you guys remember those huge necklaces with like the big, colorful like bubbles
Dang.
on them?
Sorry, we need another girl here for you. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's
what
spot
about
on.
You don't
an
rem-
Otter
infinity,
boxes.
infinity scarf?
Oh, infinity
Yeah.
scarf, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
to infinity and beyond.
Yeah. Infinity scarf, the brown boots, skinny jeans.
Yeah.
The side part way over here.
Belt.
I don't think I was wearing a belt.
Girls have never
still.
really been into belts.
Yeah.
Bracelets.
Yeah, probably a lot more bracelets.
Oh, speaking of bracelets, I've been watching Love on the Spectrum. Great season 3. You guys should watch it.
I've never understood this show. I feel strange watching this show, I'll be honest.
I mean, there are parts where it is hard to watch, but it is. I laugh out loud more at that than any comedy because it's just so
Right.
unpredictable what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a scene
yeah.
where a girl. I mean, she's been in 3 seasons now, and this girl is. I'll just say it. This girl is trying to get laid. I mean, she is all about it. She's the only character in 3 seasons that really brings it up, and she's been dating this guy for a year, and like it's time. Her bunions are barking, and so she like makes this guy a whole video of like, would you like to do the deed with me tonight? Like just spells it out. He's like, oh, that's very interesting. And then later she's like, Adon, I want to get to know you on a deeper level. And he goes, like scuba diving?
That's brilliant.
I was like, I would probably have said the same thing.
Yeah.
You got to spell it out for me a little bit better than that.
Listen, I've never done it before, but underwater feels like a tough time to try.
It's not a good time to be in a submarine. Have you seen the news?
Yeah.
I don't want to go. How deep are you thinking?
So literal, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's just some really likable characters. There's some where you're like, I'm not as invested into this guy or this girl, but there's one. Connor, if you've seen the show, I have a prediction. Connor's going to get his own spinoff show. Dude's incredible. Really entertaining. You guys should watch it.
All right. Shout out Connor.
Yeah.
How long?
53.
People keep texting me. They keep saying, you need to get Trey a clock. And I say, we have a clock. I actually don't see the clock. It faces Trey.
You know, I looked at it even when we started. I was pretty confident it said 1646.
Why is it in military time?
Because this is no joke.
You used to work in a hospital. We thought it'd make you feel more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't use military time in the hospital.
Well, you should have. You were with a lot of nurses,
I
doctors.
probably should have, yeah. But
And so in my head, I think,
Why is it in military time?
in my head,
So
46, it's 34 now, so it should be about 52 minutes. He said 53, and I guess I just like to confirm it.
Also, that clock says it's 5:34.
Mm-hmm.
The exact time is 8:48. So how is it?
I mean, it's Derek's job. He was on set. Oh! No, it's
New Year's
when I
Eve.
get on
so it's
stage, I'm always
military and not even the right time.
Nope.
So super unhelpful.
3 hours and 14 minutes off.
Dude, every time I'm on stage, I lock in the time several times when I'm up there. I see it, and I get to the end, and I'm always like 80% sure.
Yeah, second
Like
guess
I'm
it.
almost positive. And it's you never guess as I'm literally shouting and telling jokes over and over my head. I'm going, is it
Subtraction.
52 or 57? Am I at 52 or 57? I'm pretty sure it's
I thought
57,
it
but
came
I'm
on
on
at
my last
7:12.
bit. I was pretty confident I'd go over 60. So do I add 1 bit or 2 bits? That's all happening.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it came out at 7:12. No, that must have been last night because no, there was a delay tonight. It couldn't have been this. So much subtraction.
About to get back on stage though. Shout out DC. We added a 6th show. Yes.
Nice.
Sold it out. So it's late on a Thursday. We'll
That's
see
great.
if DC's a late night town or not.
That's
Or
great.
if that's you add a show as a comedian, you never. I mean, I feel good that we added it. Will I regret it? We'll see. Remember in Des Moines, I got a little greedy.
Yeah, 7.
We sold out 5, 6 like that. 7, 8.
Because the first night was in that like rock band venue,
I think we did 8 shows.
and that one was not great.
Because
Wait.
finally the club was like, you sold out 7, we're done. We're not asking our people to work anymore.
Yeah.
My agent's like, hey, we'll book whatever you tell us. There's like a room down the street. You finish the show and go down the street. Yeah. Keep it going. And we went down the street to this weird little, like, they call it a rock room. It's a music venue for like 200 people. And I sold maybe 70 out of 200.
Typically standing
Didn't
room only. They
need
brought
to-
out some like lawn chairs, basically.
Didn't need to do this at all. It was a fine show, whatever, but I
I don't.
was
Why
like, I'm
don't I
forcing
know
this.
about this? Were you like embarrassed? You tell
What?
me,
This is
or-
just a lot of details. I probably said it like, oh yeah, for the second show we had to go to this other venue. It was kind of like a light crowd. It was fine.
This is
That's
a while
probably
ago,
all I
too.
said about it. That's all I deserve to be said about it. But I added a 6th show in DC.
Cool.
I'm performing Thursday
job.
night.
Dude,
Church.
does anyone have someone like this in their life? I know many marriages, you're opposites, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What am I, right? I'm so fun. I'm the life of the party.
Spread out eyebrows.
Spread out eyebrows. I'm woo.
Thin
Katie.
hair. Yeah.
Katie. She's like you ever seen a dead person's heart monitor?
I have. Military time too.
She's not too high, not
Steady.
too low, right? Steady. We get a new car. I bring it up. We're on the same page. It's time for a bigger car, family car. I go get it. I drive 45 minutes away. I get it. Painless. Pretty painless. Get back home. I'm pretty, it's fun, right? You're like, ooh,
New toy.
cool. Bigger car. I pull up and I'm like, look. She's like, it's great. I mean, and I know her, right? I know this is just what I get. I can never wrap my head around it. I'm like, just a little,
I mean, he's known me for 7 years. We've been together,
just,
and he's still just.
I mean, honest to God, if I had rolled up with like a latte, like I got you this, same reaction to a full size SUV. Here's a latte. Here's a Jeep Grand Wagoneer L.
Great.
Thank you.
But it's not like you like surprised me with it. We were looking at it
Oh, you got
all
to
week.
surprise her.
We were looking at it all week on the computer. We planned out a time for you to go pick it up. It's not like
Got to surprise her.
Yeah. You
I
gotta put a
mean,
bow on it.
I really appreciate it, and I said thank you. Anyways,
Well,
it's just
you have
funny.
a lot of strengths, and I'm up and down, and you're the rock of the family. You are, and I appreciate that. And I think a lot of people can relate. There's the fun one, and there's the one who's just make sure we're doing good. And let's all pray.
I can make sure you're doing really not good later. You-
What's the most elated you've seen Katie besides maybe proposing to her?
See, it's in there, right? Proposal, our wedding day. There's this big burst of joy. It's in there.
But even her wedding day, she wasn't surprised by that. You guys been planning that for a while.
True.
You felt like there was a burst of joy. What did I do? That
You're like, you kind of do that. You're not screaming or anything. You're a quiet person, but you are doing a bit of that. I've seen you do a bit of that. We did a little eat the cake cupcake to see what the dinner is for Eva. We had Thomas the boy, so she really wanted a girl.
So these have to be life-changing events
to get anything out of her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like pink. She goes, pink. She did that. It's pink. So it's in there. It just takes like, it's got to be a top 7 moment of her whole life. Otherwise, she goes, it's great.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
Well, at least it's consistent.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
so
I'm a little like that too.
Because
though.
now we have we have 2 kids. We have the third. I feel like it'll come out. They'll be like, you got a healthy girl. She'll be like, it's great.
I know.
Okay.
It's not a surprise.
we've been going to the doctor for 9 months.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I signed up for.
All right.
Yeah. Is Rachel more excitable, I guess?
Yeah, she's great. It really encourages me to keep getting her stuff and keep like surprising her with stuff. She reacts great to it. I am not great. My parents always told me like, you're not real fun to get gifts for. Because internally I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And on the outside I'm like, thank you. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Well,
Very corporate.
I can agree with that. But I would say Trey we've talked about his gift giving, his kind of like
The photo book.
all over the place gift giving. But the worst part of his gift
That
giving,
bit, people like that bit.
the worst part of his gift giving is when he like second guesses it for weeks on end after giving it to me.
After, oh yeah, like you can take it back.
You
don't even like it.
Yeah, you don't even like it.
Yeah, I like that.
He likes to like he got me a pair of shoes 5 years ago. He's like, I haven't seen you wear these shoes. And
I knew you didn't like them.
Yeah, no.
You should have told me when I got you that you didn't like them.
It's real. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to at least once a day just be like, I just feel like, are you like happy to be around me? I like to always ask her that, and it just makes sure we're good.
I bring it up. It's not with Rachel's shoes, but it's her wedding dress. I got to see her wear it once. I guess that's it.
I guess
she hasn't put it back on again.
How much was this?
Yeah.
You
Spent
still
how
have your
much?
wedding dress?
I want you to see.
It's at my parents' house actually.
At your parents' house?
Yeah.
Mommy and daddy shows.
Because it was in Texas, and so they just took it home because I didn't fly with it home. I have the dress that I wore when we legally got married.
What was that? What did that look like? There were 2 different dresses.
We had 2 weddings.
I didn't know you had 2 dresses.
The first one, very emotional. The second one, in public, post-COVID with everyone, people would come up to me after like, you ever heard a pastor? They love this. People ask me, I've done a million marriages or weddings. They'd love to ask me, how do you know? And he's like, I tell you, I take one look at the couple, and I can tell you, success or fail. You ever heard a pastor do that bit?
Yeah.
Oh, they love that.
Really?
Yeah, there's no way
Well,
that's
look.
real.
You have a PhD.
But I said the guy who married us, she came up to after. He was like, I don't know, man, because they're like, I do, and she's like, yeah,
That's great.
great, because she wasn't surprised. We already done it before.
Yeah.
First one, very beautiful, emotional, tears.
But this time you've been married.
A year.
Yeah.
So she goes,
So yeah, no surprise there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pastor was worried about you guys.
Mhm. Me.
Yeah, I'm sure. You didn't realize I wore 2 different dresses. You knew that.
3 different, because the rehearsal dinner
Good.
got her.
Nice.
I was just
She
talking
thinks I
about
don't
your guys'
know.
wedding yesterday. I was telling someone the story of the lost purse on the shuttle bus and how on the night of your wedding, I had to go find your mom, Katie, and track her down. I'm like, excuse me, Jake, what was the name of that shuttle bus company?
Yeah.
You have their number?
Could you
And
be my mommy tonight, please?
yeah, can I bother you for the next
I
hour
need
or
some
so?
help.
Is that cool? Thanks.
Cool. Good time. Okay, we're gonna keep it going on Patreon. Thank you guys for all the love. Do I sound a little funny? I have a massive canker sore on my tongue, and I'm kind of.
Well, you sound funny because of
this.
the
Because of this.
wine.
Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. Thank you for all the patrons. We're cruising along. We're getting closer and closer to Jake taking Ozempic.
Really
And
see my abs.
I take it for a week. Can you just go get it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You got to have a guy.
So I
mean,
got to
you have
gain
to-
a bunch of weight before I go to a doctor.
I mean, it's a prescription.
Yeah,
Is it
they're
really?
not going to give it to a
Right?
skinny guy, right?
They're passing that out like candy.
Okay.
Derek's got a guy. Missouri.
Yeah, Derek has a guy apparently.
Okay.
That's
I'll
what
call
Derek's shred
Derek.
is.
Shred.
I've been doing something.
Derek's like, I'm losing weight, but I'm just exchanging applesauce for vegetable oil.
Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. Thank you guys for the love. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.
Correct opinion.